What's up, guys? It's Jeramie with Jeramie Lou Photography. Are you a photographer that hasn't charged yet and not sure why to charge? Or are you a photographer that charges a lot and are just getting irritated with people that don't charge? Let's talk about some of the drawbacks of not charging right now. All right, what's going on, guys? So I have this debate a lot with photographers, and whether you're a newer photographer or older photographer or more experienced photographer rather than older photographer, let's kind of talk about the drawbacks of not charging for your work. Now, this video has nothing to do with the quality of work that you do, but we want to make sure that we're delivering good quality images, or at least if we're charging, we're on that level that we're actually going to try, we're going to shoot, we're going to edit, we're going to deliver, and we're building a client base. So those are the people that I'm talking to today. If you guys are an amateur and you're shooting out landscapes and you don't need the money for it, or you're not dealing with people directly or something like that, then this video may not be for you. But if you value what you do as a photographer, then listen very closely as we kind of talk about some of the drawbacks of not charging for your work. So the biggest reason to charge, the first reason, is value of your work. If you don't believe in money equals value, then I want you to think about this little analogy, if you will. If you were to give somebody a photo session for free and say, hey, thanks so much for your time, do you think they're going to value it as much as if they had to pay for something? It's the same with everything that we do. We take things for granted that we don't pay for. Same thing. So the biggest reason to charge is value. So if you're not charging for your work, you're already diminishing the value of what you do or what you offer somebody. I don't care if it's for a magazine, a model, a family. If you're not putting a monetary value on it, they're not going to cherish it as much as you do as the artist. So they may not be posting, they may not be printing, because there's no value into it. And you guys know the same thing. If you put money into something, you're going to value that a little bit more than you would without. The second thing, of course, is your community, guys. If you're not charging, you're going to be known as that photographer that doesn't charge. And then within your community, it's not going to feel as great when you're networking with other photographers. I charge so that I can provide for my family, I can make money, but also this is what I do professionally. My job is not to compete against the $50 photographer when I charge maybe $1,000 for a shoot. The goal is that we have some sort of consistency. You don't see Apple throwing away iPhones, giving away iPhones at $20 over here, $100 over here. No matter what happens, they sell their product at a consistent basis. Same with all other brands, and we're all trying to brand ourselves. Within our community here in Reno specifically, my goal is that everybody charges around the median price and then works up and down from there, so that we don't have to battle each other as far as pricing go. I would rather battle any photographer based off of skill rather than pricing. So your community's huge, guys, and you know, it's embarrassing, right? I know a lot of photographers that when I ask them how much they charge when we're doing a mentor session, how much do you charge? And they $100, $50, you can see that kind of draw out from them, and I don't want that. If you cannot value how much you charge by your work because you maybe not feel like your work is good enough, then why don't you value your time, taking away from your family, doing an hour shoot, 2-hour edit, hour email, whatever it is that takes away per session from you, value how much time that is taking away from your family, and then put a money value per hour. So maybe $50 an hour. So each session would cost at least $200. If you're not charging at least $200 per session, then maybe you need to raise that rate, or maybe just don't do it at all. Third, guys, I'm a huge fan of gear. And the reason that I started charging for my photography is because I needed photography to pay for photography. I needed all this cool gear. I needed all this, the new flashes, the new lenses, the new bodies. And I couldn't do that without charging. If you're a photographer building your business and you have aspirations to get the gear that we have as professionals, you need to charge something. You need to make sure that you're putting the value into your work and you're actually charging for what you need to charge for. And with that, you'll be able to raise the money that you need for the gear that you want. Upping your game and making it amazing. Putting that value again onto your work. So if anything, to get that gear, make sure that you're charging what you need to charge. And then, guys, finally, the biggest reason to charge is to not become that free photographer. Now, I don't attack people. I don't go after photographers that don't charge. If you're retired and you're an older photographer and you don't need to make the money, I totally get it. But the other reasons that I mentioned it before are great reasons to charge. But the other thing is I never want any of you guys, any photographers, to become that free photographer. That photographer where everybody assumes you'll do something for free and maybe you don't need the money, but oh my God, how horrible is that for somebody just to call you because you're free, you don't charge. It's nothing to do with your work and what you do, but it's because you're free, you're cheap, you don't do the money thing. We don't need that. You don't need that within your life, guys. So let's talk about that. Let's have a little comment. Let me know what you guys think below. Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Those are my 4 reasons I think that I always bring up to everybody. But do you have another reason why you should charge? Or should we even charge? Are we supposed to be charging? Let's have a dialogue about it. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Click the thumbs up if you like this video and helps out anyway. And of course, ring that bell for notifications on anything that I have coming up. I appreciate your time. My name is Jeramie. I'll talk to you later.